But it's not like you and I are sitting here like, hey, let's sit and talk about stencils. Let's sit and talk about boards.
That's the magic of these events,
exactly,
right? That's how it all happens.
It's going to happen.
Which, by the way, speaking of stencils, the glass stencil that ROCKA's got right now, it's is it glass or what is it?
Welcome to the Decode Podcast with Elias Malfovan, Daniel Stanfill, and Sean Kincaid.
All right, welcome back to SMTA International here in Rosemont. We are joined by Mr. Justin Worden with ROCKA Solutions. Welcome, my man.
My man, thank you.
This is kind of cool for us because last year at this very same event, Justin was kind enough to have us on What's New in Electronics. He was kind of hosting interviews here as well. So it feels a little bit surreal to now have Justin, kind of sitting here in our podcast booth. So first of all, just, thanks for that exposure at the time. That was huge for us. I know we were excited to be on with you, and welcome to our set. Yeah, it's been a cool show so far. There's we were talking before the camera started rolling. There's drones flying everywhere. There's people with, Insta360 cameras on gimbals. And it's really kind of cool to see how the way people market, the way people record what's going on is really evolving and changing.
Yeah, I think that's actually one of the most impressive things about all of these trade shows that we go to is the people, people embracing that they can market themselves, right? So many times we focus so much on marketing the company we work for and pushing like the brand forward. But self-marketing, self-promotion is a very important thing. And it helps everybody, right? So walking around, doing the selfies, having the cameras, the drones, it's a very powerful tool. And I love seeing it because it means that we're getting more exposure on everything.
Yeah. All of us have our own accounts on LinkedIn, say, right? But
there you go.
It's like K&F's actual account won't get the same. Well, I mean, not the same. It won't even it won't register compared to his personal post or metal etches for your personal post. People like the individuality. That's what makes up any brand is the people there, right?
Daniel, you make a very good point because even in social media, they actually suppress the marketing that gets pushed out by business accounts. Yeah. So you posting something and sharing what you're doing this weekend is going to get way more exposure than pushing it out from Aurora Boardworks or K&F or Metal Edge or ROCKA. So, and that's something that I try to push more into my company too, is telling people post on your own page. Yeah. And then we will share that to the company page because that'll get so much more exposure. And, some of these marketing companies that walk around, they all provide a lot of good value, but they want to only push the brand. And the brand is not what we're selling. This is a relationship-based business.
People buy from people.
There you
not
go.
From companies, right?
There you go.
Yeah, I think it's even more rich to see kind of all this technology being embraced in this space because we're the ones who build all this, right? We're literally making the cameras, the drones, all these things. Yeah. Why have we been hesitant to start using it? But that's not the case now, right? We're starting to see more and more, but just I would say non-legacy techniques, right? And I would have to say that, your involvement and your marketing style has been probably, pretty heavily contributed to that.
So even the way he approaches his own chapter, right? For SMTA, it's completely different from a lot of other people that I've seen.
Oh, yeah.
And the fact that you try to not just recruit from the actual members that we already have, you're actively trying to get other people from other places, whether it's through personal development classes or even the other day, we were talking about you had comedians come on that just roast engineers for an hour or two at a bar, right?
Good, yeah.
Like what engineer wouldn't want to do, hey, come out, we're going to have, it's smart, right? We have technical presentations. We have all that already, right? But we're missing kind of the fun aspect of it too, which is what we like to do right now. Right?
Yeah. The fun aspect of it is, I think, the key to what you said. And that is the most important part because there's brilliant minds walking all over this trade show. Yeah. I don't need to sit here and try to pretend that I'm as smart as all of them. And when it comes to electronic circuit boards, you'll expose me as a phony right away. Right. So my goal is to allow people to have an environment where they can like kind of relax and enjoy themselves. And the power of networking, but that's what the SMTA is.
Yeah.
And the biggest thing in Austin right now, I'm glad you mentioned that. Thank you so much, is workforce development. There's just not enough people to fill the jobs. But I don't believe that. Yes, we have a shortage and we need better training and all that. But I believe that a lot of these companies need to more invest into their personal development to retain their employees. That's the biggest issue in Austin, because as soon as a new shiny company shows up in Austin, people are just jumping around because no one wants to take the time and invest in the development of their employees. And that is a much, I don't want to say cheaper, but that is a lower expense than trying to hire and onboard a new employee.
Yeah, that's a great point. Yeah, and to Sean's point about the SMTA chapter in Austin, like you guys have a very lively and engaged community out there now, and it's cool to see.
At his last
What's that?
You had food trucks at the.
Oh man, that is like an Austin thing though. Austin, Texas is very weird. I mean, the motto for Austin is stay weird or keep it weird or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, Austin, Portland, or whoever came up with it first, but I think it's like keep it weird. So that is another thing. I mean, if you just try to force technical presentations down, like I understand the need for education, but that's why we're here, right?
Yeah.
And it is very hard. And I would challenge all the SMTA chapters to go more from a networking standpoint as opposed to a technical standpoint. The technical will come.
It does.
Right?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
How many times I've just sat around and talked with each of you for long times, and we'll sit around and the technical conversation always happens.
Yeah.
Right? But it's not like you and I are sitting here like, hey, let's sit and talk about stencils. Let's sit and talk about boards.
That's the magic of these events,
exactly,
right? That's how it all happens.
It's going to happen.
Which, by the way, speaking of stencils, the glass stencil that ROCKA's got right now, it's is it glass or what is it? It's see-through. I don't know.
Ask him. He makes it.
I don't even know how to describe. What is it?
It's like a
acrylic.
It's like a polymer acrylic. Yeah, it's clear.
Yeah. And then
you guys use that for like a wipe test or a spray test, right?
Well, yeah. So I mean, we sell stencil rolls. That's one of our marquee products is the stencil rolls, and it's very interesting that you can walk in probably every facility here in the United States. We will put that clear stencil and just say, hey, before you run our paper, let's just make sure you're doing what you think you're doing.
Okay.
And they just want it. You put the clear stencil, you run some dry erase marker on there, and we've come to find out like 75% of printers are not set up for performing the way they want them to.
Wow. And there'd be no way to see that without actually, like, you can see it with your eyes too. That's the beauty.
Well, that's the thing. You got to be able to see it.
One thing I'll say too about your rolls compared to the ones that I was using before, it reminds me of like that quilted northern picker-upper, right? Like, have you seen the shape? It's like the dime. It's like, and then the feel of it, right?
Are you using ROCKA rolls for bathroom tissue?
I might try. I don't know. I mean, I'm telling you, it's super.
It would work.
You know, like you get like a thread.
I'd probably sell more.
Yeah,
actually.
There you go.
Toilet paper, man, it sells.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. But like it's like the thread counter. It's a high quality sheet. I really liked it.
Well, believe it or not, and this is what I tell everyone. When we talk about the advancements in technology in the industry, you know, we're building circuit boards, right? Electronics manufacturing. It's the most technical thing ever. I understand the boards are getting smaller. I understand the apertures are getting smaller. Throughput is high demand. But there's advancements in every area, including the paper. Like even the paper. So you talk about the quicker picker up.
Yeah.
That's funny that you say that. I never thought of that before, but we've spent a tremendous amount of money. Like even we put little dipples in the paper.
Yeah, that's what makes it.
Yeah, we've done studies with some of the biggest customers globally. Like they used to be diamond cut. Now they're circular. And the reason we have that is because of the stencils and the nano coating. So I'll let you kind of talk about this, because when you wipe a stencil, you're essentially just dragging whatever's on that stencil across it, right? So nothing is taking the solder balls off of the stencil. They're really just
little pockets.
Exactly. So the pockets actually grab the solder balls and pull them off of the stencil. So they roll off the stencil as opposed to just being scraped across. It extends the life of your nano coating and it prevents wedging. And what we mean by wedging is when you wipe a stencil, you're really just smashing those solder balls into the corner of the apertures.
Look at us having a technical conversation.
I'm not. We're sitting here wearing pink. Our eyes are bloodshot because we were out having too much fun last night.
Yeah, no. To Justin's point, if you look at under stencil cleaning and what you're actually doing, especially if you're using a dry wipe, right? You're creating an abrasive paper, right? You're wiping metal spheres across a surface, right? So it's not coating friendly, that abrasive effect. So being able to remove those solder balls from continued contact and continued kind of abrasion is beneficial. But yeah, that's when you say it, it makes sense, right? And you actually
I should say it more.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah. You guys make it yourself.
It just came up with that idea.
Yeah. So you're able to develop all of that and see the improvement over time, and like you said, work with bigger customers who can help you prove this stuff out over time. That's pretty cool. You guys do that with pretty much all of your stuff, right? It's not just like taken from other places and you guys just repack. Like you're actually creating your whole brand and pushing everything out there yourselves, right?
Well, the thing about ROCKA is we have all engineers. The people that founded the company, I mean, they have a background in electronics manufacturing. So the whole company, yes, we started as a distributor, selling a bunch of other products for other people, but like everything, I'm going to say it, COVID changed the world for ROCKA as well. And when you deal in the world of consumables, the margins are very thin. So if the quality of the product isn't up to the standard, or it's just coming across on a crate from China, things change and you have no control over that. And that is what kind of pivoted ROCKA Solutions to start manufacturing themselves, control their own raw materials, because now I can say like this product that has a ROCKA sticker on it is going to be the same quality no matter what.
Yeah, so you have your own quality control and supply chain control too. Like you're not kind of beholden on as many other people.
I got a little care package sent to me from ROCKA, and it's still sitting on the fully unboxing. I'm going to try to do it. I've been waiting for my new line to get set up to there. Why put it in the old one, right?
Yeah.
I want to show off the new stuff. And honestly, though, the thing I was most excited for is the latex gloves, right? So like when we did circuit board fab, we had to use those things all day long, right? And now I don't get to do circuit board fab, but I barbecue all the time, right? So, and when I'm cutting up my meat, right? I like
got to, man.
So I'm a huge fan. And then a lot of my operators have like medium gloves, right? So I got the large. So I was like, thank you so much. Cause dude, those things hurt. Like if you get the medium on
that's so tight.
But I just want to say thank you for that.
No, you're very welcome.
It's just weird because like when I think about your company, I don't think about all the different things that you guys offer as far as sales, right?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people just know ROCKA Solutions for the stencil world. I mean, we spend a lot of time, and that's by design because I mean, it's the very first part of the process. That's where it starts.
Yeah.
And as a manufacturer of stencils, people spend so much money, and like I have a whole marketing campaign that's about to launch, all about you. The motto is you spend so much money on your stencils, invest a little bit more in the paper. And the thing is, the paper, because we're manufacturing it, is probably cheaper than what they're already doing because you don't have to buy from this distributor that ships it to this distributor to that distributor. You can buy my paper from a distributor, but it's going to be double the price because everyone got to make some money.
It's funny you say that too, because like I'm trying to become more and more knowledgeable in this industry, right? Like I'm more of a circuit board guy, like manufacturing. So like the first DOE I did was on underside stencil cleaning, right? So like I wanted to start from there because if you can master that part, right, that's going to help you out. And then I got the SPI right there to validate the results for me. I don't have to be a scientist. I can see the curve, right? And I can see the differences between product A and product B. So, but it's super important, especially on the smaller apertures, like we've seen,
Yeah.
It does surprise me how little time and effort is spent on the printing process. I mean, they spend hours. I mean, how much time goes into designing a stencil, right? I mean, nowadays the boards are getting so small. I'm sure, and you and I have talked about this, just because you want to build it doesn't mean it's going to work, right? I mean, how many designs do you get? You're like, yeah, this is not going to work.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. And I mean, we've had several people on this week that have kind of, the number seems to change. Sometimes it's like 70% of defects occur at the at the screen printer. Sometimes it's 90, depending on who you talk to. But they all identify the screen printing process as potential for a lot of defects to originate at least, right? So keeping that stencil working consistently and effectively cleaning it is also something that, talking with the folks from Kaizen, talking to folks from Zestron, it's so important. And I think the industry's given it a bit more attention, right? I mean, like we went to this fabulous event
great.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Dallas. And it was a whole
cleaning and conformal coating conference.
Yeah. Sure. It was, completely dedicated to that. It was really silly. Yeah.
I didn't get to go. So they like to rub it in my face that they went.
Some of us have to work. I live in Austin. I didn't even go.
Thank you.
So I used to sell cleaning equipment. Well, I will say, since you brought up Kaizen and Zestron, so another thing, I'm going to try to promote ROCKA as much as possible, because usually I'm on camera promoting everyone else. So I'm going to be selfish for a little bit, and I appreciate you guys doing this. So we talk about the chemistry. The majority, I'd say probably north of 90% of printers out there are just running an IPA.
Yeah.
And the reason for that is it's cost effective. So there are additional advantages to the ROCKA paper. So it's a polyester blend as opposed to your traditional cotton toilet paper style paper that you mentioned, you're quicker picker up. So if you just use a traditional, very abrasive, like low quality, like cotton paper, when you spray or put the IPA on there, it goes across, like once it hits, it's absorption. So it just goes all the way across. Like the whole roll is going to absorb that. But you're really only using a small part of that roll. So another reason that we use the polyester blend is where you spray, it'll stay. That's a marketing there.
That's a good. That's a good one.
Cut that out. Give me that 30 seconds right there. Yeah. Ooh. Man, we're just creating gems today.
So, and that's why it's important, and that's why you're using that clear stencil to make sure that you're spraying in the area that you need, because it's not going to spread, which is a good thing as long as your spray pattern's right.
Exactly right. Yeah. So you need, where the clear stencil that you help us manufacture comes into play, because you can see exactly what's happening. When I talk about going in and running that stencil, so many of those places, they think they're doing a wet wipe, but they find out that the IPA is not even spraying. Right?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And we're talking about some of the biggest manufacturers in the country. And we go in and we're like, dude, we just did this on 9 lines and none of them are working right.
Wow.
And they're like, well, we haven't inspected this in weeks. You know, I mean, we're talking about thousands of boards that came through the process. And they get a little upset. So I try not to sell them a product right then and there, but I'm like, hey, now they want to buy the stencil and not the wipes.
Yeah.
So good on for Metalets there. But the point I'm trying to get at is IPA is an efficient process, but chemistry is better, but it's also more expensive. So if we can switch them over to our rolls, they can probably cut their usage of the IPA down by 50%. And now they can start looking at the ROI of switching over to a Zestron or a Kaizen or an Inventec type product for that, because the chemistry, it is better than IPA. I'll tell you right now, it is better than IPA, but it's expensive. And it just goes back to the original thing that we started talking about when we got on this topic. They invest so much money, time, and resources into the board building process, but they buy the printer and they don't spend enough time or money looking at the printing process. So like, oh, whatever paper, whatever stencils, like whatever you need. It's like, man, that's where it starts.
Yeah,
that's where it starts. Yeah. Well, I don't know that any of us thought we were going to dive into some technical discussion here, but it's been a great conversation, and we appreciate you coming on. And yeah, man, have a great last day of the show, and thanks for being with us. Tell the people how they can track you down. What's your Twitter handle and your Instagram?
Twitter, ooh. TikTok. No, I don't have a TikTok.
Skype ID.
Yeah, word up.
Yes.
I'm telling you, it's gonna work, dude.
It's gonna work. We'll launch it right now.
Word up.
ROCKAsolutions.com. That's how you find us.
All right.
Or just go on LinkedIn. I'll be there somewhere.
All right, Justin. Thanks a lot, bud.
Thank you, guys.